Hey, welcome to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley. All the pictures in my video were found on a public domain, and the full disclaimer's down below. Lots of love and many blessings your way. So I'm hearing all over the place that this could be a potential prank on all sides. That this isn't Harry at all. Let's face it, they can say whatever they want to and people believe it. Compare it for yourself. I say it's Harry.
I can only imagine what you may have heard or perhaps read over the past few weeks. So, I want you to hear the truth from me.
The world is in a troubled place, and unfortunately the world is being led by some very sick people. Stop any change from happening, whether it's because of their own bias, whether it's because of the fact that it's going to change the way that they are able to behave themselves, or just because, as I said earlier, because they may be sick. You know?
Okay, you guys, so now there's an update. In fact, that was Harry. They tried their best to snuff that story out in the media. Meghan and Harry did. But guess what he went ahead and done? Not only did he spill his guts to this prankster, but he gave them all of his very secretive contact information. The moment that he found out his security had been breached, guess who he called upon? He spoke with his grandmother about this security breach. He told her exactly what happened, what took place, what info he gave. And of course, she solved his problem. After Meghan showed up and showed out, he would have been on his own. Listen to this. I believe it was like maybe the late 80s, the early to middle 90s, that the National Enquirer had been sued for spreading false information, putting out fake stories. And because of that, I believe what the National Enquirer print. Checking out of the store today, I seen this on my way out. I had to turn around and grab it. I had no idea that she had thrown a tantrum while she was finishing up her royal duties. The Queen had asked to meet with her face to face because, they have been having it out ever since Megxit started. I'm thinking the Queen wanted to see her face to face, trying to look for an inkling of humility or sorrow, regret, something from Meghan. And she did not get what she was after. Instead of a humble attitude, Meghan threw a huge tantrum, telling her, hey, look, we don't need the royal family. And if you don't like it, you can drop dead. Lord have mercy. If somebody was to speak to my grandmother, my mom, that way, they'd certainly have to invest in a blender because all their food from that day forward would be eaten pureed. Evidently, Harry had some sort of a reaction towards Meghan over this. I don't know how much of that I believe, to be honest. He's done just as bad, if not worse. I mean, come on now. Anyway, so it caused some sort of a big deal between him and Meghan. Keep in mind, she did not stay with Harry the entire time she was finishing up her royal duties. Commonwealth event, they say that she went straight to the Goring Hotel, grabbed her stuff, hopped on her flight, returned back to Canada. However, before she left, her driver leaked what I'm about to tell you right out. He did not want that position to drive her around that day. He said the conversation that he overheard as she was getting in the car, after Harry had walked her to the car door, she asked Harry if they could talk privately before she headed back home. He said he couldn't hear anything between that and what the last thing Harry said to her, which was, it's your choice, do what you want to do. And after that, he said he did his job. He shut the door and they drove off. I find it hard to believe that he actually stood up to her because she was literally instructing him throughout the entire event. As they were walking in to greet the priest, it's on video. You can clearly hear her say, smile to Harry. So I kind of find it hard to believe that he stood up to her, but if he did, congratulations. Okay, you guys, here's another thing that's going through the breeze. Meghan's trying to give the impression that she's yet again pregnant. Oh my girl, stop. I don't think she's ever been pregnant since she's been with Harry. I want to say thank you to Holly. I appreciate you so much. But looky who showed up. Yet again, same time, same place. Remember the girl that was pregnant last year in the brown dress? They caught her there again, and she looks pregnant again. What in the world is this timing all about? Just another mini mind game by Meghan. Okay, so let me tell you, and I'll shut my big old mouth for the day. So Daniel Martin was a makeup artist like a couple of times for her on the set of Suits. He cried the loudest on TV defending her, saying everyone's being so cruel. She just is a very good person. Leave her alone. And it was probably for that reason alone that she brought him with her to finish up these royal duties. Listen to what he's telling out of his big old mouth. He's telling all about how Meghan did nothing but dog Kate the entire time they were there. And Meghan was going on and on about how uptight and anal Kate is. And how she was boring personality, boring to look at, and probably boring in the bedroom. And that William's not going to end up staying with her for those reasons. And that's why he cheated on her. For those reasons. And after spending these last several days around the royal family, having to watch uptight Kate was just another sign, another confirmation from the stars that leaving the royal family was the right decision. Doesn't she know that makes her look so super insecure? So jealous. I'm waiting to see if Harry grows a brain before he's due to hop on a plane and fly back to Canada. What next, you guys? It seems to never end. She's always stirring that pot. I'll see you soon and we'll talk fast. Y'all stay safe and be blessed.